People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Now this video is about a taxi driver. We are speaking about 36-year-old Domain Day that was slapped away in Santa Cruz in St. Elizabeth maybe a couple of days ago. And people, this is basically an update. Some exclusive information that I got from somebody that is close to the family. We are talking about associates. We are speaking about close confidants. Now people, this is what distinguish this channel versus some other bloggers, because we come with information that is only from the street that not even the popo knows. So anyway, if we remember, this man was caught up in a junction in a St. Elizabeth in basically pick up a 3-piece. And people were wondering and pondering, how could somebody that is popular in the neighborhood get slapped with? But people, there is always an underlying story behind everything. Everything is not what it seems to be. Now, according to information that I got, this is basically karma. This is payback. Now, let me give you a kind of background about this man. We are speaking about 36-year-old Domain Day. Now, it is said that the neighborhood, the people in the community kind of notice a change, because one day he was clean cut. He was going to church. He was following the Christian faith. And then the next day, them notice him a flex like a rapper. Him a flex like a dancehall star. Him braid up him ear and rate and lele. Him a act like some cha-cha boy. So they must say, wait, it seems like something wrong. It seems like him hit the lottery, because he was flossing like a big baller. Now, only to get information that basically he was involved. He was a part of a conspiracy for slap with a lady that got slapped away on or about February 15, 2019. I am speaking about a lady whose name is called Marlene. We are speaking about Marlene Williams Tappin. Tappin is the husband's name. So anyway, according to the information, we are speaking about exclusive information. It is said that this man, this taxi man, befriended the husband of Marlene Williams, Mr. Tappin. And basically, when Mr. Tappin came to Jamaica, he is actually a Jamaican living in Florida, in South Florida to be exact. So it is said that Miss Marlene Williams, who is from Seaview, we are talking about Southfield in St. Elizabeth, it is said that she and the husband was having problem, or were having problem, and basically they kind of separated, and the husband was living in the community close to the taxi driver. So therefore they became friends, they became confidants. So it is said that this lady we are speaking about, Marlene Williams Tappin, she was a transport driver. So basically she used to take the school, pick them back and forth to school. So therefore she was a driver for a bus or a minivan or something to that effect. So it is said that she and the husband, who actually live overseas, were having marital problems. So it is said that because they were having problems, they basically separated, and the husband, Mr. Tappin, was living in the same community as a taxi driver. We are talking about Domain Day. So it is also said that they became friends, and basically Mr. Tappin was explaining to the taxi driver, say they were having problems and him want to slap with the wife. So people, you see how strange life is, how funny life is. Because the truth and the fact is that Miss Marlene Williams and this taxi driver, Mr. Day, they are from the same community. That means that they know each other better than Mr. Day and Mr. Tappin, who lives in foreign. Now, when you talk about money coming into play, this is where things kind of got tricky. Because it seems like Mr. Tappin kind of explained to Mr. Day, who is a taxi driver, say he is trying to get rid of the wife. And him need to get a GU and he need to get a burner. And also, according to information, it was said that Mr. Day was offered $1 million from Mr. Tapping for arrange the rental of a burner. We are talking about a heat, we are talking about a GUN, and for get rid of the wife. So it was also said that Mr. Day was the person that arranged the pickup for Mr. Tapping when he came from Florida for kind of get rid of his wife. So basically we see where Mr. Day is being implicated. And people, this investigation is on the house on me. As a favor to the police in St. Elizabeth, the detectives were speaking about the investigators, because me know say sometimes when I tied up in the station, I play domino or I drink RUM. So anyway, not to stray from the story, so it is said that this man, Mr. Day, the taxi driver, basically pick up the husband, Mr. Tapping, from Florida, and he took him to St. Elizabeth and he made arrangement for rent a GUN. And he was going to be paid $1 million Jamaican dollars for his services. So now people, when we talk about karma, when we talk about payback, we see that this man was not as innocent as it seems. Our people claim, or why people were wondering why they would have slapped away a good man like this and Rete and Lele. Now according to information is that on or about February 15, 2019, Mr. Tapping went to the wife's house and him basically broke in her van. And when she came to leave for work in the morning, him basically jumped out upon her and surprised her and basically gave her 3 pieces from the burner, and she was passed away upon the spot. And it was also said, people, this is credible information. This is not makeup. I am not delusional. I am speaking to people that know these people. We are speaking about family members. We are speaking about friends. We are speaking about close confidants. So it was said that this man, Mr. Day, the taxi driver, was the one that also took Mr. Tapping to the airport after him slap with him wife, and when him reach at the airport, they put a stop order on him because coincidentally the daughter of the lady, Miss Moylin Williams, also worked at the airport. We are speaking about Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston. So basically she gave the police information of who is responsible for the takeaway of her mother. And the police basically put a stop order at the airport, and he was arrested on spot while he was trying to flee the country and go back to USA, Florida to be exact. Now people, there is even more twist and turn to this story, because it was said that after Mr. Day got the $1 million, he was supposed to return the burner that was used in the slap away, but he has been avoiding the people from that day on. So now the people sent couple warning to him, and it seems like he did not take heed. So people, this is some information or some knowledge. I am kicking some knowledge to the people that are not from the garrison and don't know how the garrison run. Sometimes if you have a work, me a talk about you want to go thief, you want to go slap with somebody, you basically rent a burner if you don't have one for yourself, which is a situation or the case with most people in the garrison. So basically, you go and you perform your deeds, your bad deeds, and you come back and you give up a percentage plus the rental for the burner. So it seems like Mr. Day did not want to do either of those. He did not want to share the proceeds of crime, and he did not return the burner. So therefore, after him get couple warning from the people, he did not take heed, and like them say, payback is a bitch, and you have to pay the piper, especially in the garrison. So therefore, them kind of call him card, them kind of pull him card, and them basically take him off of the shelf, point blank and period. And it was said that on the day that this happened, he was basically suspicious because he saw a Tida following him, and him know say him kind of wanted by the bad man them, and him know say him time a come very soon. So him basically run into a pharmacy, and he was basically hiding. And when he saw the Tida left, him basically thinks that it was peace and safety. So him come outside. But unbeknown to him is that there was also some bike riders who was a part of the hit. So when him come out and go back in him car, them basically roll upon him and the pillion from the bike jump out and ask him couple question. And he was obviously shocked because he knew that this was it. So basically the man was asking him some question. What to the money, what to the burner, Rete and Lele. And according to eyewitnesses, based upon him gestures, he was trying to explain his situation. But it was too late. Too late was the call and him pick up a 3-piece from the burner like KFC. So basically him get one in him head, one in him neck and one fly through him hand. And if you also saw the vehicle that he was slapped away in, you could have seen at least 3 exit wounds coming out of the door of the vehicle. So people, like me say, karma is a bitch. So anyway people, that is my view on exactly what happened. And like I say, it is from credible information. And like I said, the views that you hear here are my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.